Bush and Kerry are going on Dr. Phil. This is how it should be, in my opinion. You know, we should be looking into the psychological state of these two guys if they're going to be president. The guys will probably come out fine. The wives, another story. Laura Bush, if Dr. Phil can crack that wall, those smiling eyes are the Christian fundamentalists, you know? It's funny when you pronounce Christian correctly, but still, you get the point. Then Teresa Kerry, who speaks 7 languages, 8 if you count bitch. Well, you should have seen what I say on the live show. Well, this is the first time we've had 2 candidates that were whipped by their wives. I'll give them that much. I'll tell you who needs to be the next Dr. Phil family is Lindsay Lohan's family. Her father, Lindsay Lohan's father, got arrested again last night for fighting at Scores. Are you telling me nobody has offered this guy a reality show? If anyone fits the description of today's TV ready in today's culture, it's that Moonbeam. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got all the qualifications to be a star today. He's not an actor, but he's connected to somebody who's accomplished. He gets arrested all the time. He's got anger issues and a drinking problem, you know? And you know he's already got TV experience. He's probably been on Cops 4 or 5 times. That's right, baby. I'm wearing my black karate shirt, baby. So what's up? Bush and Kerry meet tomorrow night for the first of 3 presidential debates. 18% of voters surveyed say they may change their vote based on how well the 2 candidates do. Predictions, anyone?
I think George Bush would be fine as long as he sticks to using words that only have 1 or 2 syllables.
That's a good tip. You know, I got a couple tips, one for each. You know, once Bush answers a question.
Please speak louder. I've never heard you speak this low. It's disconcerting.
After Bush answers the first question, he shouldn't look into the camera and go, mission accomplished. and Kerry should keep his answers shorter than the length of his face. I think that we are...
Oh,
that was controversial, huh?
I'm just saying, like, they got all these different rules for, like, it's a debate. It's like, that's technically like an argument. So, I mean, I'm wishing that they had these kind of rules when, like, I'm arguing about why I came in late. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Like, why you late? Well, we can't address each other. That's one. And I need to be this high off the ground to address you.
Break out the Robert's Rules of Order.
But yeah, that's what it is. I think you're right. It's too many rules. They're taking away the fun of it. No props, no this. They should do it on MTV. Have Funk Max the Flex MC the whole thing.
Yeah, like
just have it fun because the youth are going to be the ones that's going to watch it. Have like Pimp My President. Something that you...
I don't know these hip terms.
The kids today.
I can't believe all the rules that they've made for the debate. It's unbelievable. I mean, they could just sum all the rules up into one simple rule, which would be no debating. It's ridiculous. They're not even allowed to look at each other or answer questions or question each other.
That's typical of our society. You know, it's 32 pages of bullshit just to protect these idiots. Seriously.
On CNN, they were showing that facial expressions.
BS. It's a lot more street. Go ahead.
On CNN, they were showing all that facial expressions, what they meant, and you know, it was so annoying. Like that meant Bush is really confident.
Right.
It's like what the
was on CNN?
Yeah, CNN. They showed all the facial expressions.
That's what they do now. They have all these stupid shows where it's like, oh, that body language means this.
Well, what does that body language mean? He hurt his back?
He's got a heart on.
He's giving himself a little bit of
He's packing. He's packing some heat.
The face and that don't match.
That's not even his body. That's not
He's got 3 purple hearts and something else that's purple. Hey,
no, that's not even his body though. They
just stuck his head on Barnaby Jones.
Yeah, it is.
He's flip-flopping.
That's a ketchup bottle in his pants.
He's flip-flopping.
He keeps changing bodies. I wish he'd make up his body.
Look at Bush. Looks like he's got a fever. He's sickly.
And that's really him.
Let's talk about Detroit. Let's talk about Detroit is planning a city-funded business district called African Town.
That's what Detroit is, African.
Made up of black-owned businesses because the black community feels immigrants from Mexico and Asia are stealing their jobs and resources.
Good, now they can rob each other.
I think it's good that, well.
Yeah. You think it, I say it. You're welcome.
They won't be in Detroit anytime soon.
I think it's good that blacks and whites are...
I've been there.
I think it's good that black people and white people are finally coming together in the name of complaining about immigrants taking jobs that neither of us want to begin with.
I'm gonna tell you. Here's what it's all about. It's all about this. Like everybody, every ethnic group has come through the black neighborhood, make money except for us. We never made money in our own damn neighborhood. We've never made money in our own neighborhood, and that's the problem. So we need a place where we can do. We used to have Muslim stores in Philadelphia. I know we had the Muslim stores, but that stuff was so high priced I couldn't mess with them like that. You go in there, you're like, how much for a box of Captain Crunch? $8.50. Damn, $8.50 for Captain Crunch.
You haven't been making money in your neighborhood. You've been making it in our neighborhood, coming in, taking our stereos and reselling them.
Yeah, reselling them to who? The Italians who stole them in the first place.
I don't think black people don't want the jobs that the Mexicans and the Asians and immigrants are getting anyway. The jobs that we want, we can't get. So that's not the complaint right there. Because like I said, washing dishes. First of all, I don't know anybody that's in a hurry to go wash dishes. I don't even like washing dishes at home.
Well, you don't get paid.
That goes either way. You know how hard it is for a Chinese guy to get a job at Foot Locker? That's easy. There's no way he can compete. That's easy. There's no way he has the same passion for athletic footwear.
What I don't understand is how we got off the subject. The subject is that they're opening stores saying that they can have these jobs. Don't forget, it's not about like taking jobs. This is about businesses.
That's what it is. It's a business, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Everybody's come through the black neighborhood.
And what we're saying is, what is that? Is that racism or is that black people's fault? That's the
I put it on black folk because it's a free buffet. I don't need the white man fixing my plate. I fix my own damn plate. So what I would just go for making my own, get your own businesses, and you don't have to call it African town. That's the whole thing. Don't signify what it is. Just be
racist.
Call it 7 Mile.
I think they're just trying to.
Hey, why can't we call it 8 Mile? Because Eminem.
Oh Jesus! What about this? What are you guys gonna do though? You're not gonna be able to harass those Koreans like you like to do when you walk in the store. Well, how much is it? Damn, $2.50.
Whoa. Hold on. Koreans harass us. Koreans harass us, and those damn Arabs harass us. Damn Arabs.
Those Arabs are going to have to follow each other around the store.
Say it again.
You can't say Arab. You can't say Arab.
I say Arab.
We say it all the time.
It's incorrect. You're supposed to say Arabian. No, I'm kidding.
We said you go to the Arab store.
I don't understand why you want to have like a black community that buys and sells to each other and excludes other races. The other races have the money. Why do you want to? If I open a donut shop, I'm not going to target anorexics. You want to go where the money is.
But here's the point. Here's the point, though. The point is the black community has money, but it's going to Italian stores. Well, no, Irish people
have no stores.
It's going to
we have bars.
It's all going to basketball shoes.
On Monday night, NBC announced Conan O'Brien would take over the Tonight Show when Jay Leno steps down in 5 years. O'Brien's contract was up. NBC thought he'd jump to another network. Here's Leno talking about it.
Well, this show is like a dynasty. You hold it, and then you hand it off to the next person. And I don't want to see all the fighting and all, and who's better and nasty things back and forth in the press. So right now, here it is. Conan, it's yours. See you in 5 years, buddy. Okay.
we all know how good the network's word is, by the way. 5 years unless somebody else comes along and be finished.
Dynasty. You hold it that long
now. Andy Richter. That's the first person to call Conan now.
Andy Richter.
Good point.
Man, the movie careers are paying up.
Yeah, come on, man. How are you going to do that? How are you going to just get this guy? It's like, you hold it years, then you hand it off to the next white guy who bugs everybody.
No, you're right.
It's been working well for us so far.
No, but it's the same white guy. He's just taking one head, putting on the other, and he just like
one really big head.
Come on, man.
Are you trying to say there's a robotic quality to our people?
No, I'm saying you would be a guy. I want you up for it. I would like you to be
Thanks
one of
for
the
saying that, but
guys.
really, I couldn't.
And I'm going to announce this right now.
You're right.
After this, I'm going to let you host a BET show.
Thank you.
In 10 years.
In 10 years, I'll host a BET show. Correct.
Thank you.
Things are looking good. You had to throw 10 years in. Damn it. Reality shows like Survivor and The Apprentice always seem to feature a black character that acts crazy or disruptive. They always tripping, in other words. Now, case in point, The Apprentice had Omarosa last year, and Trump already fired this season's crazy black woman, Stacey J. Take a look.
Stacey led us to believe that there could be possibly a second personality to Stacey, literally.
Why is no one listening over here?
Stacey J did act very odd.
I was so scared, I had to hide in a corner.
I'm not sure if this is something clinical, but it was one of the most scary moments of my life. I was absolutely horrified.
You guys are blowing this all out of proportion. I mean, I'm not crazy. That's the bottom line. I'm not crazy.
You're fired.
So the question is, why they gotta do the sister like Sojourner Truth?
This has been going on. This has been going on for years. This has been going on.
That's why it's called the reality show.
No, well, let me say it. Hold on. Forget this reality stuff. Let me tell you, I've seen this for years. Even in the Star Wars episodes that's going on. Darth Vader, when he's good, he's white. Soon as he puts the helmet on, he comes James Earl Jones. He's black.
You're a genius, kid. You figured it all out.
That is
And if they didn't give James Earl Jones the job, you'd be crying racism. They gave him a job. You can't have it both ways.
Yes,
he was the voice. He made a ton of dough.
They gotta stop calling it reality television anyway, because everybody on these shows look exactly the same. You mean to tell me only attractive people can run businesses? Come on now. That's right. There are no fat people. There are no attractively challenged people that are smart. When I was in high school, all the people that knew stuff weren't attractive.
That's right.
All the attractive people were too busy getting laid. You can't know. So you mean to tell me the only people that can run businesses or survive?
Plus, what about this guy, Bill Rancic? He won last year. Good-looking guy. You see him in New York at every party. He's supposed to be running a construction place in Chicago. Your hometown.
Come on.
That son of a bitch is never even there.
In the same instance, you've never seen an attractive cafeteria lady. So
it depends what you're into.
You're going to tell me Bill Gates?
Right? Why are you going after
Bill
cafeteria
Gates.
ladies?
You're going to tell me Bill Gates isn't a piece of ass? Come on, guys.
There were very few people.
I mean, you know what? So
The real question is, why are people watching this crap to begin
Thank you,
with?
Ben.
Well, go ahead.
The thing is that they're trying to cast the show anyway.
Yeah.
So you're trying to cast the most attractive person. I did a voiceover and the guy asked me, he said, well, it's all you got to do is just say the line. The line is, here, this product is very great. I got a good deal. So I said the line, I said, hey, this product was great. I got a good deal. And the guy was like, okay, what we want to do, can you make it more urban? And so I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, I got the best deal ever. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So he goes to the white guy, and that white guy says the exact same line. He says, okay, that's good. That was great. And I was like, you didn't ask him to white it up?
No, because they were probably targeting black. Have you seen Dunkin' Donuts commercials or Burger King? It's like a Nelly video, for Christ's sake. Like, seriously.
The funniest part of that is Nick picturing him at home watching Nelly videos. Look at this son of a bitch, honey, come here.
I'm
Look at
watching
his pants. I ripped that band-aid off his face.
I'm watching
I wonder how long
Nelly.
it took him to remember Nelly.
I know, exactly. I wrote that down in my hand.
But the point is, people say urban. That's a problem. White people have gotten so soft, instead of saying black it up like they should, they say urban it up.
That's it.
black it up. What are you talking about?
Would you rather urban it up?
He was making calls.
No. What I'm saying is,
it wasn't the point he's making, but I just figured I'd.
What I'm saying is that's what they're looking for. They're already trying to cast
the point of this is that they're making black people to be the evil people on these reality shows.
Are they doing it, or is it just like black people do see in most environments there will be a little conflict?
No, in 1970 maybe, but right now, hell no.
If you have a majority of black people on the show, they'll be
conflict.
cool. But when it's one black person, they get paranoid about the white people and start getting mad, thinking about how mad they are about white people in general.
No,
you do it.
Yes,
you believe that?
I do. I went to Verizon to get my phone fixed. Jesus, it was a nightmare.
That's what the whole thing is they're trying to create conflict and controversy so people
And they're
watch
trying to
and
create
talk
conflict.
about it.
Right. I mean,
And
you
we
know.
follow
Would you ever notice if it's a majority of black people, they're fine, but there's too many white people, they get irritable.
Oh, come on.
You
Who
know?
gets irritable? That black people get irritable over white people? For what? That's you guys get irritable when any black person step into your
I'll tell you
home
right now.
scene.
Can we
You
just
sound a little irritated right
I am
now.
irritated.
When you say
These
whole-
white questions irritate me.
When you say whole team, you mean them?
Yeah, what are you auditioning for one of these reality shows right now?
Yes, I am. I just get irritated at white people's thinking. It's like,
our
oh,
thinking
black
is,
guys, man.
our thinking is like this, to sum it up.
It's horrendous.
Can't you guys all be like Kwame?
You get points for that.
I should get points
You
for that.
got
It's
points
funny.
for Nelly. You got like 20 points for Kwame.
I like the
That's
crowd moaning as if I was saying it seriously instead of ironically.
Well,
you know what, folks? We'll be right back just for that.
Yeah, baby.
Today we're going to play a game called My Favorite Regular that we've played before, although these guys should be my favorite irregular, honestly. One lucky contestant gets to decide who's the funniest regular on Tough Crowd. Please welcome Barbara, everybody. Now, Barbara, behind that wall are 3 comedians who appear frequently on this show. You're going to throw out some setups, and based on their punchlines, you'll pick your favorite. Okay, let's say hello. Regular number 1.
Hello, Barbara.
Regular number 2.
What's up, Barbara?
Regular number 3.
Hi.
All right, Barbara, let's start, Barbara.
Regular number 1. It's estimated that 27% of American teenagers are illiterate. I don't want to say this country's future looks bleak, but...
I don't want to say this country's future looks bleak, but yesterday I saw a bunch of Mexicans running back into Mexico.
Okay. Regular number 2.
Florida was just hit with its 4th major hurricane in 6 weeks. I don't want to say Florida's had some bad luck, but...
The people from Haiti are putting together a relief fund for them.
All right.
Regular number 3. Dr. Phil just aired a 2-hour primetime special, and he's interviewing both Bush and Kerry. I don't want to say Dr. Phil's overexposed, but...
Dr. Phil is so overexposed that starting November 5th, he's going to have his own show on Comedy Central, weeknights at 11:30.
Regular number 1. If regular number 3 was a piece of fruit, which fruit would he be and why?
He'd be an apple because he bruises easily, he has a small stem, and he's filled with worms.
Regular number 2. My sources say that one of you 3 belongs to a support group. Now, which regular is it, and what's the name of that group?
Well, you ever heard of a group called MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving? Well, Jim's mother started a support group called Mothers Against Transvestites Who Pee on Their Sons.
Regular number 3. Now, let's say there's a nuclear holocaust, and the only survivors are regular number 1, regular number 2, and me. Which one should I pick to be the father of civilization, and why?
I'd have to say pick Nick, because knowing Black Eyes, even if he was the last man on Earth, Keith would still deny the kid was his.
Okay, Barbara. Barbara, I'm afraid we've run out of time. You've got to make a choice. Will it be 1, 2, or 3, Barbara? Who's the lucky man?
Regular number 1.
Regular number 1. Okay, Barbara, let's meet the men you didn't pick. Regular number 2 is an ex-pimp from Philly who likes to entertain the ladies with folksy tales to his breaking and entering days. Please welcome Pete Robinson. All right. Oh, and regular number 3, Jim. Regular number 3 is that quirky kind of good-looking you expect to see at the receiving end of a prison gangbang. Please welcome Jim Norton. And now let's meet the man you chose. This man, Nick Paolo, is a white man whose skin is 2 shades darker than regular number 2's. And he's a comedian who hates to make people happy. Nick, come on out. Meet your day. All right, it's time for the big goodbye, everybody. Folks, in the old days, after you died, there was no further communication between you and your friends, loved ones, or enemies. Now there's a website that lets you send one final email to the person of your choice. To whom would yours go and why? Ben Bailey.
I would send an email to all the people I had arguments and fallings out with over my lifetime. And it would say, I am truly sorry that things worked out the way they did between us. I wish it could have been different. I've always thought that we would meet again someday and set things right. But we can't because you were wrong and now I'm dead.
Ty Barnett.
My email will go out to all of the racists in the world and be FYI from heaven. Guess what? He really is black.
Keith Robinson.
Well, my email will go to my son. I would say they're not your real father. And your mother sells her ass on eBay.
Nick DiPaolo.
My email would be to whoever found my body. Please do not tell anybody how you found me, since the chances are pretty good I was lying naked on a couch with a porn tape and the VCR. Hey, what can I tell you? Babysitting can get pretty boring. Well, that's all for now. P.S. Boy, it's hot down here. Oh, yeah, Colin says hello to everybody.
That's the show. Good night.